The Good Guy Experience.
What up,
Yes,
what up,
sir.
what up?
What's happening, everybody? We back in here Wednesday night.
How's everybody doing?
I'm
Everybody
chilling.
good?
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good.
All right, you got Black Pearl, you got Tyrone, Mr. Chocolate. How's your week been going, Mr. Chocolate?
I mean, I'm good, man. I'm here. No kids got
Nice.
hurt this week, you know,
Is
and
that a
so
bonus?
that's always the goal, man. It's always the goal. I'm doing other stuff too, teaching and guiding and stuff. But hey, them kids wilding, so nobody got hurt. We good.
So you like today was a good day because nobody
Today
got.
was a good. I'll be like Ice Cube. Today was a good day.
I can't with you
Mama
guys.
cooked the breakfast with no hog.
The adventures of teaching, right?
No doubt.
All right, our doctorate,
The doctor.
Royal
Silly.
Rain.
So
How are
silly.
you?
Hey fam. Hi everybody. I'm good. I'm good.
If y'all don't know, let me put you on. So Royal is officially a doctorate of what?
Education.
Of
If you don't
education.
put doctor before that Royal Rain
She
next
is
time.
Doctor Royal Rain.
Y'all so silly.
The doctor in the house.
The dicky doc, y'all. So good evening, everybody. Yeah, everything's good. This has been a very good week for me. I can't complain. What's up to you too?
What's up, Facebook user?
Yeah.
Man, go ahead and register. Get your name shown out there.
Yeah, register, log in through StreamYard, give them permission so we can see who you are because we'd love to address you by name.
Unless you got warrants, then do what you got to
If you got warrants, Facebook user works for us.
do. We ain't trying to snitch on nobody.
So,
Right.
Royal, who you got with us today?
Yes. So tonight we have a special guest. The special guest happens to be one of my very own birth children. And so I present to you all my son. His name is Corey, and he will be joining us in tonight's discussion on sexual responsibility. So welcome, Mr. Corey.
Okay.
Oh, is Corey frozen? Nope, here you go.
Oh no, he was just standing still like a ninja.
Corey, did you want to say anything to the people?
Oh,
And he froze.
Aw.
Something.
oh, he's trying.
Yes, my name is Corey. 20 years of age, and I enjoy study.
That girl done had a robot.
Doing
Oh man,
years.
connection's a little crazy.
Royal. Corey, if you can hear us,
Yes.
you are cutting up really
Yes.
bad.
Age, and
All right, well, Royal, what are we talking about today?
So today we have a heavy but hot topic dealing with sexual responsibility. So
Oh man.
sexual responsibility. Whose responsibility is it to do what's right or not right or whatever your
Hear me?
actual? Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. But yeah, tonight we're going to be talking about sexual responsibility and whose responsibility is it to protect or not protect? Because that's a personal choice, right?
Facts.
So tonight is going to be a kind of a heater. We're going to see where this conversation goes. So to all of our viewers, please feel free to drop some comments because I know y'all going to have them. Yes. So to get this thing jumping, our lovely Black Pearl has an anonymous letter.
I got a
Yes,
letter.
we got a letter again. We got a letter.
We got a letter. We just got a letter. Okay. Anyway. All right. Dear Black Pearl, I have been with my boyfriend for 7 months. And when we met, things went really fast. We had a lot of passion. After 3 months together, I found out I was pregnant. I also found out I had a STD. When I found out, I called him right away and told him. I was devastated and didn't know what to do. So he confirmed he didn't know that he had a STD. But he then made the argument that if it was so important, why didn't I ask him to put on a condom or ask if he was tested previously so I would know? He said I was only making a big deal about it because I thought he cheated. He also told me now that we both have this STD, we both had more reason to make it work. I haven't said anything since because I am now questioning myself. Did I miss a step in this process? Well, Senora Chocolate, what do you think?
Hey, that's a ballsy response, man. After you get somebody herpes, yeah, that's pretty ballsy. I don't know. He didn't. Yeah.
You sound confident about the wrong things to me, but
yeah, if you out here having herpes, man, that's your responsibility. You gotta let people know. You gotta let people know that the house is on fire, bro. This house is on fire. You out here about to burn the house down.
Did you show a burning house?
You know you got gasoline all on your stuff. And then
he said he didn't know. And here's the messed up thing about herpes. Usually the carrier doesn't have this.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's the person you give it to is like, ta-da! My drawers are on fire. Help me.
Well, once you give it to somebody though, and you know you're giving it to somebody, you gotta have a little remorse. Like, damn, I got you.
I burned you. I'm so sorry.
He was like, well, you should have. Sheesh, that was
well, Dr. Rain, what do you think?
So y'all are so silly. Okay, so you're right. You're right, Pearl. The thing is, men and women, there are many that have herpes. There are two types, 1 and 2. Mm-hmm. One is a cold sore, which I think most people at some point in their life has had a cold sore.
Well, you're born with that. With it, most people are born.
And
with
that's what I was about to say. It's already.
Sorry, doctor. Go ahead.
You better shut up. You're so silly. Y'all don't pay her no mind. So like, but yeah, so it'll just pop out, right? But then herpes 2 is the genital version of it, that you actually get through sexual transmission. So with that being said, men and women oftentimes don't even know that they have it, like you said, Pearl, because it looks like a rash.
Mm-hmm. Or water bump.
Yeah, and it just pops out when it pops out, and a lot of people don't even think anything of it. And then it'll disappear, and it'll pop back in. So until you actually go to the doctor to get it diagnosed, you won't know. So to his defense, he has a very valid point.
I do agree with you also. And just for the education purpose of this, 1 in every 3 people have herpes. That's a lot of people, right? But even though, in the words of Mr. Chocolate, it was a very ballsy response. It was very ballsy. It's very like this. It's not sympathetic. It doesn't sound regretful. It almost sounds intentional. But I do have to agree, the afterthought of importance kind of goes, oh, so it's important to you now. I mean, you're carrying my whole child right now. So obviously we weren't worried about stuff like that. So do I feel, and her question is, did she miss a step? And the answer to me is yes. But it's a step that many people do miss, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. And I don't want it to make it seem like, oh, if you're in a committed relationship, because there are people who are in committed relationships that happens to them also. But meeting someone and it's less than a year, you've done a lot in less than a year. So
3 months.
Yeah. That's great. Yeah, I mean, you gotta be responsible, man. Like, you know, on the woman's part, that is definitely the big responsibility. Yeah, you can't leave that out. You know, you let something come inside you, into you. You got to make sure that is good. You know, so yeah.
More than the physical, though. That's just
like that's real. So that bears responsibility, and a lot of people are not being responsible. It looks like out here, man. They just out here. You know, when I was terrified. You know, but now, you know, you don't hear about it as much. So, you know, people think it's all over and it's all good, and we just gotta worry about having good pullout game. You know,
I'm sorry. That was not rehearsed.
No, yeah, it's more to it than having pullout game. You know, you still can get hurt out here.
Pullout game doesn't mean anything when 80% of people get pregnant from pre-ejaculation.
Yeah, pullout method is horrible. I'm just saying that's what people think. Oh, I just got to have a good pullout game and I'm good out here in the streets. But that ain't the case. Because that pullout game, man, I'm teaching a bunch of kids who are the result of pullout game.
Oh my God. Crazy.
I mean, are we gonna be honest? I mean, I got one.
Oh my. Corey, do you have anything you wanted to share?
How do you feel about this, Corey?
I didn't know if he was, if he's back or if he's trying, because I know he's trying to navigate this technology.
Well, he'll join us when he can, right?
Yeah. So, but yes.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah.
Well, so here's my thing, right?
Okay.
My thing is it's very rare that people have sex alone, right?
Right.
It's gonna be 2 or more. I mean, it's 2022, 2 or more. So to actually believe that it's just one person's decision in the situation is crazy to me, right? Let me talk for myself. If I am in a situation, I have to think to myself, if this happens and it's just me, am I good? You know what I mean? And I'm letting you know that comes with time. You know, 19-year-old me who got pregnant at 20 was not thinking about none of that. Okay. I'm just being honest. But that's also because I feel sometimes when we're younger, we have very short-term vision and we have a very immature, I'm invincible mind frame with that. We just want that quick ego fix and whatever. But unfortunately, there's a lot of people out here that get pregnant and the dude's like, I ain't asked you to be pregnant. I don't want no baby. And you out there like by yourself, you know?
Well, I mean, some things just aren't fair in nature. So, like, I believe, you know, when it comes to that woman, I believe just looking at the situation bears more responsibility, you know, because the woman bears more consequence. Because a woman bears more consequence, right?
Yeah.
Right. Really? It's not, so when a woman gets pregnant, a man gets pregnant. Okay. The man, I mean, a woman gets pregnant, she's got to carry the baby. Man doesn't carry the baby. She goes to labor, you know.
He go to jail for it though.
Go to jail. He can go to jail for it. But you know, but we go to labor, you know, I watched, you know, wife's going through labor. I felt bad. I was like, shit, that shit looks painful. It looks like it hurts.
And it is. Look, and it is.
But I'm standing there watching the mom till like, ooh, damn. You know, so it's just how it is, you know. So if you're a woman, I would think if I was a woman, I'd be definitely more mindful of that than a lot of women seem to be. Like, yo.
Do you think, and this is a general, and Corey, it looked like you're with us. You with us? Say hey.
Hello, can everybody hear me?
All right.
Oh, he got red Obama phone. All right. Welcome.
I think the issue for some women
Hey, if you got your phone, put it, turn the portrait so you'll be full screen.
I think that sometimes in the heat of the moment, people are not secure enough to be like, you gonna wrap up? They're just in the moment, right?
Yeah.
I think the issue is what happens afterwards is so much deeper than the moment that sometimes you just really gotta be like, I'm taking my chances, and just if I mess up the moment, I mess up the moment. But yes, he called his phone the Obama phone. So
yeah.
But I have had conversations with men that feel that sexual responsibility is their job. They feel that most of the time men pursue sex. And so it should come a part of that. I myself, as a mother of 3, have taught my daughter, just as I taught my son, be ready. So
yeah. Oh, it's absolutely a man's responsibility. I mean, I'm not saying it's not, but it's. I was just saying, just the consequences. The natural consequences are heavy on the woman.
So
now, responsibility is on the man if you are a man. But everybody who's having sex ain't really on the man stuff these days.
Yeah, you're right.
So
I've seen a lot of women taking it.
Yeah, so having babies and not taking care of them, or just having too many, more babies than you can be a father to, I think is an issue too. Like you look at I don't know, I look at like Nick Cannon, all the money Nick Cannon has. I can't see you can be a great father to all them damn kids.
Well, fatherhood is not about money. We've
right, exactly.
The government has created it into a money thing, but it's not about money. I mean, money helps, but I'm saying it's not the.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how can you be there and be a father to all those children, all those different mothers? I can't see that. I don't see how that's how that's something to celebrate or think is cute. Yeah. Especially in our community, man. We got some issues there. All right, so
So
yes, you are.
Do you feel that there's a right time to be like, oh, by the way, I have an STD?
Hell yeah.
Just saying,
you have that first
people having sex within the first couple of hours of meeting somebody. So when is the right time to say I have STD?
And that's
I'm just saying.
Look, Corey, can you talk or no?
Are you there?
Yeah, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can say something before you go out.
Hey, let me do a jig right quick. Okay, all right. I don't know what was going on with that laptop. That was pissing me off.
It's okay. We're glad you're here.
Okay, dope.
So what's your thoughts on what's your thoughts on the whole letter, the sexual responsibility? Whose responsibility is it? Let's get the 27-year-old perspective.
Okay, can I get a recap on the letter? Because I was hearing like bits and pieces. Everything was
so this
gigabytical.
Absolutely. So this young lady has been with her boyfriend for 7 months. She found out after 3 months that she's pregnant, and she also has an STD, which Mr. Chocolate gave away. It's herpes. And why your face look like when she addressed it, she found out that he did not know that he had herpes, but he said to her if it was so important, she would have asked him to wrap up or asked if he had been previously tested, and that he also felt that the only reason she made a big deal about it is because she originally thought that he had cheated when he hadn't. So she feel like she misstepped. So I'm ready for you, Corey. Go ahead. Boom. 27 out in these streets. How'd that go?
Okay. So I mean,
try not to smack while you talk. Go ahead.
No smacking, please.
So basically, my perspective on that, if he didn't, his claim is he didn't know.
His claim.
That's debatable. I'm not going to put all my business out there, But I kind of have a bit of knowledge about, herpes and whatnot. And what I do know is, and anybody can go on the internet and look this up. So this isn't like me speaking from experience or nothing like that.
No,
this
you
is just
fine.
you going on. You can go on Google and look this up.
You good, bro. You good.
But it has a tendency to stay dormant in the system. So because of that, if you catch herpes, you're not 9 times out of 10, you are probably not going to know that you have it. It has the ability, like I said, to stay dormant, so it probably won't even make its appearance until maybe weeks or several months down the line. Mm-hmm. And then when it does, now you're sitting here looking at your junk, wondering what the world's going on.
Absolutely,
trying to figure out why it's looking like an alien. And now you're backtracking, trying to figure out who you was doing the nasty with 3 weeks ago. And you thinking it's somebody when it may not have been. So it's kind of, especially when you are an active person sexually, it's kind of hard to, determine who has or who passed what to whom.
Absolutely.
Them damn streets.
And let's not forget people putting mouths on each other. Like it's nothing. I'm just saying, come on, stop it.
I'm sorry. I'm just the thought of it. I'm sorry. It creeps me out. Ugh. I'm sorry.
So whose fault do you think it is?
Whose fault is it? Yeah, whose fault is it?
I mean,
should she have asked? Is he right? She should have asked if it was.
She definitely should have told him to wrap up. The blame essentially lies on both. I'm ambivalent towards the matter, essentially because she wasn't concerned about no STDs when they was doing the nasty. Not once did she ever ask the man, "Hey, are you burning, or have you ever had an STD?" She never asked him, "Hey, can we wrap up this one time?" or none of that. So apparently they've been getting it raw the whole time.
The whole time. That's what I'm
thinking. That is a negligence that falls on her behalf. Now, as far as he is concerned, I can easily say that he could be lying and say that when he says that he didn't know, he could be lying because, trust me, if you had it, you would know when it makes its appearance. But like I said, that's when it makes its appearance. And on top of that, to have something like that obviously would be extremely embarrassing. I'm just keeping it all the way 100 and blunt. So that's not something that you would probably want to tell people unless you are in confidence that they aren't going to act funny.
Are you saying that he shouldn't have disclosed it if he knew?
So I guess you could say the blame both falls on both of them.
Because I act funny.
Oh my God. Well, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I hate y'all right now. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. How was she so sure that she didn't have it and give it to him?
That's
she hopped on it quick too.
That's it.
Mm.
How does she?
Because oftentimes, and just like Corey said, you can look this up too, women get it and they think it's a water bump or a shaving bump. Mm-hmm. So how she know she didn't have it too? The point of the matter remains, it wasn't important to nobody. I'm just being real. It wasn't important to anybody. So now she got to live with it, and they're about to have a child who most likely will be born with it within him or her.
Maybe, but maybe not.
Nah, he had maybe that cesarean.
Yeah,
can't swim through that. Can't swim through that canal.
He can't swim through that canal. So listen. So
I wouldn't want to if I was the baby.
You're so stupid.
I'd be knocking on that uterus. Hey, motherfucker. Hey, I need that cesarean. No, you don't. Come on, doctor.
This one.
So herpes is very similar to HIV. So just as a person can be HIV positive and bear a child, and the child is not born HIV positive, same thing with herpes. So it's very, again, based on the statistics that that Pearl just shared. What do you say, 3 out of 4?
1 out of 3. Look at you trying to help people out. 1 out of 3.
one out of 3.
Yeah.
Individuals.
Exactly. 1 out of, just like that. 1 out of 3. Not to say we're saying it's us, but that's how simple.
Yeah. I mean, that's
So with that being said, like I'm sure that a lot of children have gone through some birth canals or came out some penile shafts. So I'm just saying. So here's
you right.
So here's the thing. I think it's interesting that because you shared, Pearl, you were 19. I was a 17-year-old mom. Okay. So what I'm saying is, during the time that I was growing up, 80s, 90s, well, 80s, when all this, we were very knowledgeable of AIDS. Nobody wanted AIDS because that's when it first came out.
Peak. It was the peak.
It was the peak, right? So AIDS was hot. Absolutely. AIDS was hot. Gonorrhea was hot. Kumo D made the song about somebody dick burning. I don't know if y'all remember that. If you don't, that's an
old good Lord, have mercy.
Yeah, that's a dope song. Anyway,
I know NWA had one.
Yeah, come on. Look, we're gonna start talking about songs. Come on.
NWA had one.
That girl is poison. How do you know? Me and the crew used to do it.
Basically, notice he didn't say wrap up and do her neither.
Nobody was doing right. So my point is, like, during that time, there was a lot of conversation and awareness of STIs. Okay, and for the most part, I think that the older panel here today, we were more inclined to take precautions. Even if we chose not to, we were more inclined and had the knowledge and awareness that you can go to the clinic and get a bag of condoms. They gave them out for free. You could go to the health department and put your own self on birth control. You didn't need no parents' consent. Tyrone was like, what? Yeah, we really could back in the day. So
I'm from New York, so that was
yeah. So
I know.
So I'm sharing that to say that I think over time, piggybacking off of what Tyrone said earlier, now you don't really hear about anybody with gonorrhea. You don't hear about anybody being HIV positive. You don't hear about nothing. You don't hear about nobody having nothing.
But does that mean it doesn't exist?
No, that's more reason to know that it definitely exists, because we know that syphilis, according to the news, syphilis is on the rise.
Mm-hmm. We also have a super chlamydia. Did you know that?
Thank you. Yes, I do. Like, come on, y'all.
See all these people on TikTok and influencers. Come on, tell us what you got.
Well, here's the thing, right? So, and then I want to hear from Corey because he is the young in the streets person. But it's gonna sound a little nasty, but we talked on the show before about how people talk about the smell that a vagina has, and sometimes that smell that your vagina has is because inside is rotten. Something is wrong with the inside of your vagina. I'm just saying, like, you could be harboring trichomoniasis, which creates a smell after time. You could be harboring chlamydia that doesn't do anything at first, but it's causing all these issues inside. And here you are having these smells. And then, of course, other things, your pH off, whatever. What I'm saying to you is the problem with STIs is you're lucky if you have something like herpes that goes, hey, I'm here. What about all the ones that don't say, hey, I'm here? And then you try to have babies and you're sterile. You can't because you've been carrying this for so long.
Right.
Or it makes you sick, or it turns into something worse like HPV and you got cancer.
Right.
So it just, and I want to repeat, my mindset still was on this when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
But this is something that more knowledge and increase. I think when we were younger, even though we are different in age, Royal, they scared the doo-doo out of you with those things. You know what I mean? And I in elementary school went to Catholic school, so I don't even need to get no deep with you. Them nuns and the priests, there was like, after your cooties burning, you gonna burn in hell. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot.
You're gonna burn on earth and
yes,
hell of an STD,
boy. But I would like to steer from us a little and ask Corey, do you have a preference Yes, I agree.
Absolutely.
And when you know better, you do. Well, hopefully, when you know.
Hopefully.
Better.
Well, if that thing smells funny, but check the expiration date.
Honey. Corey, do you have a preference?
Yeah, trip.
Corey, do you have a preference? Do you like tell people to wrap up? Do you get caught up in the moment? Is it hard to tell someone, hey, I need to wrap up before I get in there?
I ain't gonna necessarily say it's hard to tell somebody. You definitely can get caught up in the moment. You know, hormones are rising and whatnot. Everything's getting hot. But it's not necessarily hard per se, because from a man's perspective, and this is just my 27-year-old personal perspective, you should already have condoms on you. So with that being said, it's like you already know whether you gonna wrap up with this individual or not. From a man's perspective, I already know whether I'm gonna wrap up with this individual or not. Because for one, I should already have condoms on me. If I pull up to a chickie crib and I know I'm finna take her to town, if I purposefully drove all the way to her crib and did not stop at the store to get condoms, I planned on going in raw.
You mean that shit? Okay.
Corey, come on, Corey. Keep it real.
I feel every bit of that.
I was in the back seat, like, oh, there go the store.
Hey, but you know what? So I think I know another time that gets a lot of people. All right, so so when you meet somebody, and you're gonna have sex, you prepared, you got the condom, you're gonna have sex, got the condom, boom. But what happens is y'all go to sleep, y'all knocked out, and next thing you know, morning wood, and you look up and she didn't try to hop on that thing, and you're like, no, yes, damn it.
Look at Corey.
And and morning wood is a number one problem for people getting pregnant, STDs, because you're ready at night before. You're ready. You like, bam, I got it out, but you wake up and
So so Corey, I'm gonna ask you this one question and then play devil's advocate. Is there no time where you're like worried, scared? Because there's certain girls, they bad as heck, I'm sure. They're like, blah, 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 all of that in the right places. You know what I mean? She smell good. She look good. She got a cute smile. For those of you who like curvaceous women, she's curvaceous. Don't you ever go, well, if I think she's a baddie, there got to be other dudes that thought she's a baddie too. So I need to be careful. There's not a thought process. I'm really asking. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm asking. Look at
that face. Go ahead and say it.
Come on. So the bad chick only wanted to be with you. Come on. Stop it.
Now see, this is where I exhibit contradictive behavior.
Come on, contradict. Let's do it, Corey. Let's do it.
Yeah, I do have the thought, that I'm not the only one, and I got to be logical when I approach this, and that's the excitement of it all. You got to dip in some strange fruit. I'm just saying.
So, are you saying
that's what makes it exciting? I don't know if she burning, is she not? I don't know. I hope she's not. Obviously,
you like a mystery. That's what that is.
You gonna find out, like the toy and the.
Seriously, is that it? You like this? You in front of it, like, yeah, maybe.
Wait, so you're thinking?
I'm gonna put it this way:
is he burning or not?
No. He's saying it's a part of the adventure, I guess. Go ahead, Corey. I'm sorry.
My desire to have sex with this individual overpowers the thought of what if.
Now that that absolutely makes sense.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, here, now I'm gonna play devil's advocate. So we can't wait a little longer to have sex?
Yeah, sure.
What's longer? Come on, yo. Some people's longer could be 2 weeks. You talking about? Yeah, I can wait extra 2 hours. What's longer? Like you? Would you?
As long as she wants to wait.
What?
Okay.
Didn't
Right.
expect that.
So if she says, this is interesting. It's like interviewing live from the streets. So if she says, I want to be celibate until marriage, what's your response?
Ooh,
That would be the end of the conversation.
Okay.
I mean, at least you're honest. You know, you're honest.
So there is a limit. There is a limit. Okay.
Okay. So what if she goes?
You can set her free.
So what if there's not a time? Because I hate the whole. It has to be a time frame on it. I hate that. So if she's not down with it for the first month or two, you're cool with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Not till marriage.
No.
Okay.
No.
Right.
So you gotta understand. I if she wants to wait, it's like during this period of time where we're waiting, I'm taking the time and the opportunity to observe the way how you move, your mindset, your behavior, your mannerisms. I'm deciding whether I want to take you seriously or not.
Okay.
Or if you just some booty.
Precisely.
Okay.
We can wait all you want, baby.
Unless you're talking about marriage.
Unless you're talking about marriage, that's what he's saying.
We can wait all you want, baby. Like I said, unless you're talking about marriage, we can wait all you want, baby. But I'm not waiting.
Okay.
Did you catch that?
So,
Becky with the good hair is in the corner.
So in the meantime, other cheeks will be clapped in the meantime.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay.
But see, she shouldn't be concerned about what I'm doing over here. This is between me and you.
But she will.
So focus on me. You know, if you want to wait, we can wait.
Okay.
No, when she says that she wants to wait, she turns into a Frenchman. We should wait, not I.
Yeah, we.
Who?
Both of y'all.
He said who? He said who?
Ow.
That's what he's saying.
So Corey, do you think?
Si tu veux, tu peux wait. That's what she's saying. I didn't want to keep going. Y'all have been like, what she's saying. Yeah.
So Corey, do you feel like in this day and time that everybody is free willy, free balling, free cat, free whatever?
Yeah, y'all wearing condoms out here in the streets these days?
There's actually, let me hush. Go ahead.
Yeah, folks are wearing condoms.
Okay.
I'm not.
Oh God.
Oh shit. Okay.
But
and
folks
why
are wearing
do you choose
condoms.
not to wear
never wear condoms?
Why do you choose not to? Are you ready for babies?
No, I'm scared.
So if a girl that you were doing with became pregnant, would it be her responsibility alone to make that decision on what to do next with that child? I'm really asking. I know I said that like I'm your mama, but I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
Why
I'm
you want
the
to make
only
me look
other
like
single
Lucifer?
person up here. I'm just on a different
He said,
side.
why do you want to make him look like Lucifer?
No. Wait a minute. All right.
Find out about the streets these days.
Let me put myself.
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
I want you to tell me the truth, but then I'm gonna put myself out there as well. So go ahead.
If a girl gets pregnant, you said what was the question again?
Would you feel that it's her decision alone and what the next step is to do? Or that's what I'm saying. Like, is it both of y'all? Are you gonna be like, oh, I'll help you, I'll take care of you? Or are you gonna be like, here's some abortion money? I know that's not legal, but here's some abortion money, here's a plan B. What happens at that point? Because you made the conscious decision to do the act that gets her pregnant. I'm trying to figure out what is
okay.
Yeah.
Like, is it entirely on her?
Yes, that's what I'm asking.
No, because it took two to tango. So no, it's not entirely on her. But if you want to know what my personal stance is, abortion money would be given expeditiously. And if there was a conflict to arise where she wants to keep it, and like I said, this is the part where some people ain't gonna like me.
It's okay. We're not here to be liked. Go ahead.
If I told you I don't want to raise no kids, and you tell me I'm gonna have it anyway, be prepared to be a single parent.
Oh, you know what?
Because you can't force me to raise a child.
You
can't force me to raise a child. I told you.
Well, Corey, you put yourself, and males put themselves in a position to have a child treated, like as that pawn. You put yourself in a position of beta, not alpha, when you like, oh, I'm just gonna skeet inside of anybody and keep it moving. Now she's like, well, I'm gonna have it and I'm taking you to court. You put yourself in that situation. Now, don't get me wrong, she has also, but I'm just talking about you as an individual male. That's all I'm saying.
So I'm gonna flip the script. I'm gonna flip the script on you. If a girl got pregnant, a man and a woman were together, and the girl got pregnant, the man wants to keep the child, and the girl says, "No, I'm killing this baby."
What?
What?
He's still in a bad situation.
So is she wrong? Is she wrong?
No, I'm not saying that what you said was incorrect. What I'm saying is you give that person that you don't know control. Now that person can control you. They have a piece of you. You see what I'm saying? You are now a part of the system if she puts you on child support. You are now contributing to a child without a father. If you're like, I ain't down, whatever. And I get it. You are apathetic. You don't even care. I get it. But in that moment, you have given this person who just introduced you to the representative of themselves control of your future. That's all I'm saying. Either way, let me tell you for real, and this is, people might not like me either for it. Most of the time, you're giving the wrong woman control over you anyway, but that's the one you're willing to skeet up in there and take a chance with. So you're gonna have to deal with all the consequences that come after that, because that baddie had some bad things that ain't got nothing to do with the way she looked.
So you
right about that one, Black Pearl.
All right.
So you're saying you would abandon the child if you?
Yes, that's what he said. That is what he said.
That's like the common typical black man stereotype, making babies and just leaving. Like, you wouldn't care, you wouldn't think about the child, you wouldn't. It would just be, fuck it. I ain't want you.
I don't think it'll be fuck it. It might be fuck her, and that just happened to be with that baby too.
Nah, but if you
don't
take care of the
Black
child,
Pearl is more right. Black Pearl is more right.
But if you don't take care of the child, it's fuck it all around. It's fuck the child. That's how the child's gonna feel.
Because see, here's the thing. It's like, I'm still working to try and get myself together. So I don't want to bring a child into this world and not have nothing to give them. I'm struggling, still trying to feed myself.
So why not use a condom?
Hey, you gotta keep your dick to yourself, then, brother.
But you know what's cheaper than child support? Condoms.
Yeah. So why not use a condom?
Because I can't get hard.
What? Wait, why can't you get hard?
The rubber, I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Are you allergic to the spermicide?
I don't know if I'm allergic to latex. I don't know. I can't feel nothing. I've told my mama this. I can't feel nothing. Limpy, gummy worm.
Okay, first of all, it's a mentality, right? Right. Second of all, I think you should go into a gummy worm thinking about the fact that your thing could be talking to you the next night because it's burnt.
Hey, if you're not willing, if you're having sex, not willing to take care of the child, hey, that's God giving you that gummy worm. You need that. You deserve that gummy worm. That's I mean, if you're having sex, it's always a chance to have a child. And if you're willing to abandon the child, that's that lightning strike to your dick, gummy worm. You get yourself together. Well, I can think about it. But look, like your sense of,
your inner voice is like, we can't do it.
I don't understand the part about not taking care of the child, because as a man, like, if I make a child, even if I hate the girl and like the child, I'm gonna take care of my kid because you know that's my kid. Like we take pride in our children. Like when my daughter born, you want to hold the daughter to the moon like Roots and shit.
All right,
I can't imagine being like hold the baby up and fuck it, I ain't want you no way. Good luck in life, kid.
Well,
I can't see it. I can't see it myself.
I'm gonna give you the other side of the coin, right? So you're younger and single. I'm older and single. I have to make a choice for myself. Do I understand the caught up in passion? I do, right? But it goes with the you know better, you do better. And just at this point in the world and what I have to offer, the after effects are so much more than in the moment. Now, am I not saying, Corey, I do not understand what's like, it's like you looking at this other person, you're like, dang, I've been imagining this, right? You smell good. You might have fed me, so my belly good too. You know what I mean? You looking at me, you know, you looking me in the eyes. You got them different color eyes and them long eyelashes because you know y'all dudes got them long eyelashes, right? And you like, you talk to me. Look, I'm being real. I'm giving you the side. You licking your lips. You know, we doing that subtle flirting, and then you know you just touch me in the right spot. Do I go through that? Yes. But now there's a voice that goes, and I'm gonna slide this right close, bitch. Think about tomorrow. That's where I'm at. I'm just being honest with you. I am older than you. I can still get pregnant. I've had 3 kids, and I was married and I raised those 3 kids by myself, right? And I'm telling you, the passion, the wetness, and that moment can continue on and on and on, even if you wrap it up. That's just telling you. There are thin condoms. You could be creative about the way you put condoms on a man's penis. There's so many things. There's so many resources that it's almost a damn crime.
What creativity is this?
What I told you when we had a conversation, and I said, Corey, tell the girl to put the condom on with her mouth. I said, when she get ready to give you some head, tell her put that condom on her tongue and slide it down your dick. Did I not tell you?
Oh my Lord, have mercy.
And I said,
you asked the
question. And I said to you, and yes, Facebook and YouTubers, my children are
vulgarness.
Whatever, you already know. And so and
have an open mind.
And just know my children are adults, so we do have adult conversations. So moving forward.
Clearly.
But yeah, and I told you about the different flavors. They come in flavors. We can get happy.
You could be creative, but I think
them lambskins are expensive. I'm just saying.
They are.
Ain't they like $30 a piece?
Still catch disease with them lambskins. They got open pores on them.
So
hey, but you got some brethren here though.
Pores.
Yeah, can we address this comment?
You got some brethren.
It says, like real stuff, though. Who wears a condom these days? We've seen the convo of the one night stands. So you meet a guy or girl. Do it the first night. Who has a condom?
That's right, brother. That's right, brother.
So guys don't walk around with condoms anymore?
Huh? What?
Apparently not. These streets are reckless, boy. Y'all
I'm just saying, I don't personally. Most guys do. I don't.
Wow.
These streets are reckless. Good Lord. I want no parts of it.
So I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm
here creating baby daddies and baby moms.
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all. Listen, I can't deal with the burning house.
Oh my Lord! I fear I have led my people into a burning building.
Yes, you've led a couple of things into a burning building.
Yeah, burn it all.
So here's the thing. I personally, for people that are single, whether you're young like Corey or older like myself.
You could have said, Pearl, I want to have been hurt.
I'm not doing you that way. I'm just saying, for me, I have told my husband, because these streets are wicked. I don't want to be single. I have no desire to be single. And if I do become single, I'm not looking for anybody or anything. I have told my husband, if we happen to separate for whatever reason, which we're going on 20 years strong, I don't hardly think we're about to separate. But if we did, my husband and I have an understanding that we have a mutual agreement of being one with one another on this accord. When I have an itch, I'm gonna call my husband, my estranged husband, to come over and handle my itch, and then he can go on about his business.
Damn.
Okay.
Sorry, Corey. Sorry, bro.
No, Corey know how his mama is. But
how much do it scratch?
Listen,
stop it. Because it might scratch for other reasons, Mr.
He can scratch it down to the bone, dog. But listen, let me tell you, that's where I am right now. It's too much going on out here. And whether you're young or old, like even these older guys, if you go to the club, these cats still wearing I call them hater blockers. The shape, they still in there looking, scoping out, trying to see which sister is toe up from the floor up, because that's the easiest punani that you can get because they already wasted. So you can go and slide them draws to the side or off or however. You listen, I
usually how it goes.
Really? So wow.
I can't.
I don't even know what to say. I'm just like, wow.
I feel like I'm on a wild safari.
It's like you say. I feel like I say to myself, "It's not that bad," and Corey's like,
"Yes, it is.
Yes,
it is."
That's what Corey's like. Yes, it is. It is.
Yeah, I can't be so. Thank you. I just can't be.
Read and talk, Roy. What you doing?
I just can't be so bothered by stuff that's out here. I just be by myself. I'll keep buying some bedroom candy from Shantae, and I just be all right. Hey, shout out to Shantae, but yeah, Father God, I can't.
I think so. Corey, I'm gonna ask you again. Do you think that maybe you put more emphasis on sex and those temporary satisfactions to think about permanent effects? Do you think that's what it is?
I definitely do. Like I have enough sense, my mama raised me good enough to recognize the long-term consequences of my behavior, but at the same time, I am my own person, and at this given period of time right now, I'm more so concerned with the short-term gratifications of my sexual desires.
Gotcha.
So right now you're just in the streets, okay? Right.
Well,
YOLO. I'm for the streets.
But we're trying to get you to live long, right? Yeah. I think, and I hope you don't feel judged, because I feel like your thought process may be the majority right now. Like that's how people think. Like, look, I ain't worried about what's going to happen in 6 months, 8 months, a year. I just want to bust this nut and keep it moving. And maybe it's a part of it to distract yourself from the other things of the world. Like how you have someone who drink, you have someone who smoke. I'm going to just feel good for these whatever amount of minutes I feel good because there's enough other stuff going around. Or maybe I'm going to do it because that's what makes me feel like a man because I'm insecure in other areas. Or woman. I'm sorry, it's not just a man thing. Or woman. Because I know, which we've talked about romanticizing sex before. Women have sex and they think, oh, he having sex with me. He doing it with me because he want. No, it's just the moment.
Yeah, Corey ain't thinking about y'all. He just clapping.
Technically, he could put a pillow over your head and keep it moving. It wouldn't mean anything.
I'm future son.
No, Corey, that's the dark side. Oh, you'll join the dark side of the streets. No,
sensational.
That's an interesting analogy. I like
your future son, you said?
So somebody about to have a bunch of grandchildren, huh? That's grandkids everywhere.
I should not be so entertained by this, but
But see, you also I don't like to lead females on. I keep it all the way 100. I'm very blunt.
I learned
like
that too.
When I approach a female, you gotta understand I got to get the gab, so I know how to talk. But at the same time, I'm very respectful. I'm gonna let you know what it is, what it ain't, and what it's going to be. Either you with it or you not. You feel what I'm saying? And either way, there's no love lost. If you're with it, because a lot of the times, what most women want is just for somebody to be truthful with them. That's one thing that I have noticed throughout like my different sexual escapades. Like there's females that I've met that I kind of finessed them out the cakes, I guess you could say. And then there's females that I've met where I just kept it 100 with them. And the ones where I kept it 100 with them, some of them told me no, and some of them told me yeah. But the ones that told me yeah, it was a better relationship than with the ones who wasn't so honest with.
So do you think this will affect you whenever you're ready to settle down? Some people feel like they never.
Do you plan on settling down? Like,
well, I guess that's a better question.
Yeah, I definitely plan on settling down. I mean, I'm only 27 years of age right now, you know, so I still got a lot of thought and left in me, or at least that's how I feel anyways. I'm probably not like really gonna seriously start thinking about like having children until like 33, 35.
Oh, you thinking about it now, going raw now.
Yeah, he's thinking about it.
Yeah.
Short-term pleasure.
When we're younger, we all have this ideal age that we're gonna do something. And
so you don't have any children now?
No.
Congratulations.
No.
You said no. No.
Okay. All right.
I
think that's probably best for right now.
But yeah. All right.
I thought about getting a what they call that, a vasectomy.
Man, you don't want.
Why? If you say you're gonna have, wait, you don't want kids at all ever?
But then I realized that you couldn't reverse it.
Not if you ain't got the right kind of money.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
you can, but your chances get way.
Yeah. So the question still remains: is sexual responsibility a male thing or a female thing?
Sexual responsibility falls on the both.
It falls on
male
both.
And female. Definitely. Because it takes two to tango. So I had permission to put my penis inside of you. You had permission to have some of my beautiful magic stick. So the responsibility falls definitely on both.
Very well said. Very well said. Like, I don't have nothing to say. Very well said. Very well said.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I believe it falls on both, but I think the consequence is more heavy on the woman. So I would tell women.
I can agree with that.
I can agree with that too. Again, got pregnant early, and it was like a shame for me to be pregnant. But I was in that shame and in that trauma and in that struggle alone. Even though I ended up marrying that person, I was in that alone, right? So I think that's why it's that know better, do better. Because now I'm like, at the end of the day, we both got down and we both enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. I carried that burden alone.
Yeah.
And my thought is, as we are rounding out, simply is that it is both responsibility, but I do place more responsibility on the woman to ensure that her safety and her well-being becomes a priority. Because if you don't take care of yourself, don't expect for the next person.
Come on now.
Your value lies with you. So if you don't want a child, if you want an STI, whatever, or dealing with any other consequences, I mean, even if you're giving oral sex, take the precautions. You get take the precautions that you need to take for yourself, women. Don't blame the man for your decisions, because even though it was mutual, again, to me, women, handle your business.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, Facebook users say they got something for us. Right? There's both ways. That's just part of the bond. If a piece is missing, it will fall apart in the long run, or one party will start to look for it somewhere else.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, sometimes y'all think y'all chasing diamonds, but you're only playing with rocks. So just make sure you know that.
Good old Cupid Zirconians.
Never heard that one before.
Ta-da!
They be shiny though. They be shiny.
They do. So them white rocks in the front of people's gardens be shiny too. They ain't diamonds though.
They ain't diamonds.
They're not even opals. So no. So.
All right, so keep it clean, people. Put them condoms on, or not, Corey. I guess.
Or not, you know what I'm saying?
Not.
YOLO, live life, have fun.
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry about the consequences later. Do what thou wilt.
Yes.
Oh my God, are you serious?
All right.
Word, that's how you feeling?
It's a fire.
All right. So, it's been real. It's been real. As always, it's a pleasure. All right. Being with the Good Guy Experience, where the experience is always good. All right. Until next time. Peace.
Peace be upon you.